Hello viewers, Jangi here from Jangi Health and Fitness, and I have the lovely Gary here, who has been a very dedicated, committed member. And when did you start actually with this, Gary?
It was for the 6 weeks challenge, which would have been back in early April, late March, early April. The 6 weeks challenge started.
Okay. Let's just go into the introduction about who Gary is, what he does. So just tell me and the viewers who you are, what you do, and what your current background was before you came to join the camp.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I've got we run a business. Tough times at the moment, but we'll still keep going. I'm married with a couple of kids, so I need lots of energy for chasing around after the kids. Sure. And I've also got 2 older children as well. So kids do take up quite a lot of time. Mm-hmm. Background to really where I was with not just weight, but with health and fitness. Been leading a very unhealthy lifestyle, very habitual lifestyle. Okay. With regards to, Friday night, thank heavens for that, the week's over, better have a couple of pints and a bottle of wine. And that was almost every Friday and Saturday night. And eating was very much into, if I went into the kitchen, habit, go into the fridge, get something to eat. Yeah. Normally a lump of cheese or something like that.
That's after drinking?
That's after drinking,
okay,
yeah.
After drinking. Right.
So, I mean, we've always eaten fairly healthy main meals with the kids and things like that, always lots of vegetables and lots of fruit in the diet. But really, it was the add-on bits that were putting the weight on.
The extras.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I had quite a serious medical episode about 8 years ago.
Right.
Which resulted in I was in intensive care for 6 weeks and had lots of surgery. At one point, they weren't sure I was going to recover, so I've got a massive incisional hernia, and perhaps always sort of blamed that on not being able to get to the stage I wanted to be with my health and my fitness. And I've been looking at boot camps and things like that, and obviously you came to Ferndown, into that little room and with a dodgy screen, the dodgy
gymnasium.
Yeah, no, it was at the Barrington Centre.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, of course, of course. We did a little seminar, and Gary, how did you find out about that?
I think I saw it on your website. I saw it on the website. Okay. So I went along to that. I liked what I heard, but really it was the nutritional part. I understood that there was lots of tips that I learned from that evening, which I hadn't been aware of. But it was really initially the boot camps that I was interested in. I wanted to get back into doing some sort of exercise. Mm-hmm. I'd always been dipped in and out of exercise. I'd done various forms of exercise, quite a lot of weight training many years ago and things like that, but really wasn't getting anything that motivated me enough really to grab the bull by the horns and fit in with a very busy lifestyle as well, with a family and with work. And
so you travel as well to work, don't you, I think?
Yeah, I travel a lot. I travel a lot, around the country with work. So, it was one of those sort of things, finding something that was going to fit me.
Cool. So, how was your mindset when you decided you wanted to take part? When you decided to join, what was the mindset? What was the phase you were in, and how did you feel when you joined?
The phase I was in was quite nervous about doing it, sort of stepping into the unknown, because I hadn't done any sort of, never really been a dieter. I've always known what you need to. It's the old less calories in and move more, and that's the secret.
Well, everyone, this day and age, things are changing now, but it's a very slow process because everyone's learning the correct way now. But it's been not lied to, but just misinformation for years and years and years, really. Yeah,
I think a lot of it, and I always knew it was under my control. That you're the person that can do it. You just need to be given the right tools,
of course,
and the right motivation to do it. Mm-hmm. I think we had a conversation. I was travelling back from possibly Scotland, actually, I think. Right. And we had a conversation. I was sat at the service station because you had advertised the 6 week challenge. I thought I might want to give that a go. And you asked me what I was more afraid of. Was it the exercise, or was it
the actual nutrition?
The nutrition.
The actual applying the lifestyle into his schedule with kids, family life.
Yeah.
So exactly. I asked them that if it's the exercise or just the nutrition aspect. And what did you answer?
It was the food.
The food, yeah.
Because I would say almost dependent on these sort of habits, and
of course,
they were almost comforting. Sort of a bit of a crutch, really.
Exactly what I said, comforting, comfort zone. Yeah. This is what people see. I say a lot of the time. You need to get out of your comfort zone and to succeed in your lifelong goals. I've got out of my comfort zone to be where I am now, So is Gary, you know, he's achieved phenomenal results. So yeah, just perfectly technically just said that.
Yeah, exactly. So obviously signed up for that. I thought I'd take a leap of faith, which sometimes you have to do. Went to the first boot camp. We got the meal planners through, and I looked at some of the meal planners, and I thought, oh my goodness, you know, this is going to be
scary,
tough.
hard, tough.
I thought tough because it was so far removed. I guess I knew all the food on there was good food, but it was so far removed from what we've been used to, and there was some odd things on there.
Okay.
There was or I thought was odd at the time. For example, the infamous green smoothie.
Oh, I see, the detox drink, right?
Yeah, but to be fair, I mean, the first time I ever had that, it took me about an hour to drink the first one I ever had.
Some even more.
Yeah, but now actually I normally have that twice a week out of choice and really like it.
Yeah,
you just get used to it.
You do when your body's the whole system changes when you eat healthy and you can actually withstand the drink.
Yeah, that's right.
It's actually nice to drink as well, mint flavour.
Yeah. So it was fine, you know, it was fine. So, you know, it was the first time I blended that up and you got this virulent green drink there. You think, oh my goodness. But actually, as I say, I have that generally twice a week now.
Good.
And going to the exercise, yes, the first boot camp was hard, but I always knew I was going to enjoy the exercise side of it. Mm-hmm. Week one went past, you know, doing the meal planners that Django provided, which was really good because at least at that early stage, it took the need to really think about it away from you, and you were given a toolkit, right? Yeah. If you do this, you'll achieve results.
Of course, yeah.
And week one, I remember weighing in after the end of week one, and I'd lost 8 pounds, and actually felt quite a lot better.
Okay. And I think energy-wise, you think?
Yeah, energy-wise. I mean, the first few days of the detox was tough. I mean, I was a 6 or 7 cups of coffee a day man.
Okay.
Plus cups of tea and lots of perhaps sugary snacks and things like that. Yeah. So the first few days of the detox was quite tough, losing the dependency.
And how did you feel? Did you feel withdrawal symptoms?
Yes, I mean, I think you do. Okay. But that only lasted, I would say, to the Thursday of the first week. Okay. It surprised me. I thought I was going to feel awful for a long period of time, but I didn't. You know.
And how was working and family life during those 4 or 5 days?
It was fine. I mean, you just get on. You know, I don't think my wife would say I was any grumpier than I normally am. So it was fine, and we, you know, you just get on with it. I think the one thing, you know, like I said, some of the element of thinking was taken. The boot camps I was enjoying. You get on that scales for the first time, and you think, wow, this is good. Okay. You know, and then as you go through, the further meal plans come through and things like that, and obviously there's a good deal of variety in there, introducing a lot of foods or sort of cooking ingredients that I'd never have considered using. For example, coconut oil was a big one, and now we tend to get, other than certain things, we tend to cook everything in coconut oil, which is good. Nice. You know, it adds a nice.
So you adapt your lifestyle to something new that's actually sustainable and achievable as well. Yeah. And once you change the mindset from what you previously used to do to currently now, as Gary's done, he's lost tremendous amount of just phenomenal amount of weight. And the first 6 weeks you lost.
It's just under 2 stone.
Just under 2 stone, so 25 pounds?
Yeah, it's about 26 pounds.
26 pounds, okay. Yeah. And now he's been with us for 14 weeks now, and you have now lost...
I've lost, last weigh-in, which was 10 days ago, was about 43 pounds.
43 pounds, and I mean, your clothes...
Which is like not carrying my 4-year-old daughter around with me. That's how much extra weight I was carrying. Yeah, and that's phenomenal. Yeah. To know that actually I was carrying that around with you. So yeah, clothes-wise, you know, these are, you know, it has cost me a bit of money in new clothes, but there was always an item of clothing that I'd always wanted to get into again, which was from mine and the wife's first holiday to America, which was a pair of Oakley shorts, which I only ever wore on that holiday.
And how did you feel when you...
Oh, it's amazing. I can get into them now. I will be wearing them again by the summer. I was quite small, much smaller then, but I'm into them now, and certainly, and you feel great. I mean, and it's not just about the clothes, it's not just about the weight. There's confidence issues. You know, you become more confident. You have so much more energy. And actually, the one thing, if I look back, saying the first few days weren't tough would be a lie. But after you get over that initial hump, none of this stuff is particularly difficult.
Thank you. Yeah.
You know, it's not. I mean, you just got to get your mindset into that.